People have gathered here demanding the swift arrest of those who killed Hadi. The killers are currently in India. Hadi was known for his anti-India stance. I urge the government to take immediate and appropriate steps to arrest those responsible.
OK, well, we are going to go to Shoaib Ahmed, who is a Bangladeshi educator and political analyst, and he's also an adjunct professor at Pace University. He joins us live from New York now. We want to just drill down a little bit into the focus of all of this. In terms of Osman Hadi, he was a spokesperson for Ulquab Mancha, which means Platform for Revolution. In terms of the upcoming elections, where does this student movement go from here?
Yeah, a lot to unpack here. Osman Hadi was not only a spokesman from a platform, he was a 32 years old youth leader who played a pivotal role in the July uprising. Then he created the Inqilab Mancha, the very platform you just mentioned, a cultural platform to uproot the fascist element from the socio-cultural ecosystem of Bangladesh. And Osman Hadi was the most prominent and vocal voice of anti-Indian hegemony in Bangladesh too. Now, where it or how it influenced the current election depends on what happens in next couple of weeks and couple of days. But we have to remember the killing of Hadi. Now, the question is why Hadi? There are a lot of other important political figures in the country, from BNP, from Jamaat, the old and new political parties. But then why Hadi was targeted, right? So Hadi was one of the very few youth leaders who were equally accepted in the all walks of life, all the political area. And that signals that killing of Hadi is going to create a chaos, as we already have been seeing, observing. And that chaos can lead to the overthrow, to create a situation to overthrow the Dr. Muhammad Yunus-led interim government, or at least to delay the election. If that happens, that will be very unfortunate. I personally don't think that will happen, but if it happens, that will be very unfortunate. And we can then tell that the killer of the Hadi was successful if the election is delayed or any democratic process to transition the power can hamper.
Well, let's talk about the killer there. There are accusations from Hadi's supporters and political commentators that India is behind the killing of Hadi. Could you remind our viewers why India and Bangladesh have a sensitive history?
Right. Again, lot to unpack there as well. India always meddles in the affairs of Bangladesh, especially when the election comes. If you remember, in 27, when the army-led caretaker government took place, India was directly meddling, and the then Army Chief of Bangladesh, General Moinu, visited India and met the President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, that time, and talked about which party to put into the power and how to negotiate his own jobs and security with the President of India, which is a different country. Since then, Hasina was put into the power, and the Bangladeshis, all the transit, the borders, the economic dependency, everything, the sole beneficiary was India since then. This July uprising happened against India. Now, India is very much in favor of this July uprising. They have been making significant moves in terms of propaganda, in terms of deliberate attempts to undermine the new Dr. Yunus-led government. Now, out of this context, if we just focus on the Hadi's killing and how India can be involved, which is, by the way, the popular belief among the country that India was behind, but it can be India, and in conjunction to India, we have to remember Hasina is gone to India, but Hasina's total setup in the army and the administration and the police is still there. So in conjunction to this, these parties where Sheikh Hasina is making provocative speeches almost every day from India, And then the Indian Prime Minister Modi just made a statement undermining the Independence Day of Bangladesh just 3 days ago, claiming that that was a independence, that was a victory for India, not for Bangladesh. All these symptoms, all this atmosphere, all this rhetoric is targeting and pointing finger to the Indian administration. Just to conclude my remark on that, why people are thinking India is behind that. Hadi's death was mourned by all walks of life in Bangladesh, but it was very much celebrated across the India. We just saw the Indian former colonel of Indian Army, Ajoy K. Raina, who I believe is very well accepted there and wrote a couple of books, made a public threat in Twitter that after Hadi, India's target is the next person, Hasnat Abdullah, who is another youth leader from the July uprising.
Okay.
So they are not even hiding it, that who is the next target, how to deal with it.
Okay, well, we will follow this closely, and we really appreciate your analysis. Thank you very much indeed.